All right, India has improved its ranking in the World Bank Ease of Doing Business report, and we have an exclusive interaction right here with the Department of Economic Affairs Secretary Shaktikanta Das, who's joining us all the way from Bombay. Thanks very much, Mr. Das, for being with us. Congratulations on the ranking. We've gone up 4 notches according to the new methodology, 12 according to the old. But the question really is, we're nowhere close to the top 50 club that the Prime Minister would have wanted us to be in. Is it time to celebrate, or are you a little disappointed with how we have fared?
No, there is no question of celebration or disappointment. It's quite satisfying. Actually, we have jumped about 12 notches up, and so it's quite satisfying. It's a recognition that government has taken a number of measures over the last 1 year or so. And what is important is that there is a box item also where the report recognizes the reform initiatives taken by the government. And this is something very, very interesting and very unusual. And what happens is that when they prepare the report, they would like to see how each of the measures, how they play out over a period of 1 year or so. So naturally, since many of the measures were taken in the last, 6 months or so prior to the date of the report, so therefore they have not played out for 1 year. So I'm sure as we go to the next year, these factors would have fully played out, and that will definitely have its impact on the report.
The startup ecosystem is really mushrooming in India, but we still rank a poor 155. Yes, we've gone up 29 notches, but nowhere close again to what we would have wanted it to be. How are you going to facilitate the startup ecosystem going forward, considering there are so many coming up right here in India?
You see, the startups, as you are aware, the Prime Minister has made an announcement on 15th of August that the focus and emphasis of the government would be on startups. And he has given a slogan of startup stand up. So now the government is working to provide a very, very enabling and business friendly startup ecosystem for the startups. And just I would like to add that with regard to the overall ranking, 2 points on which it is work in progress and it will definitely make a big difference. One is GST, the other one is the bankruptcy law. Now the GST, you are aware about the current status. The government's, it is the highest priority item for the government. Bankruptcy law, we expect the first cut of the draft legislation to be ready within a week or so. And it's our endeavor to take it to the parliament at the earliest.
We rank 136 as far as resolving insolvency is concerned, and you rightly pointed out there that the bankruptcy law is very much in the works. The question really is, the law alone will not help. You need a faster disposition of cases that are pending in courts across the country. Is that something that worries you even as you go on to making that law and giving final touches to it?
Naturally, when there is a new law, there has to be an administrative mechanism to see that the law plays out fully and it is effectively implemented, and the resolution systems that the law provides for, how that is sort of actually implemented on the field. So it has to have the necessary administrative backup, and that is something about which government is aware, and steps are being taken in that direction.
I want to specifically take your attention away from all of this and talk to you about the enforcement of contracts bit. We rank a poor 178. I know you're working very closely on the public-private partnership model, but given the low ranking, it seems to suggest there's plenty of litigation that's happening between the government on one hand and the public-private partnerships on the other. How are you going to resolve this particular issue?
Okay. You see, there are a number of measures, including this area which you have mentioned. It is all work in progress. I cannot give out all the details. So we have to be patient. As and when things come out, you will know about it.
All right, before I let you go, one final question. China has slipped a rank and India has gone up 4 notches according to the new methodology. So it's yet another feather in your cap and yet another opportunity for you to seize. How are you looking at this opportunity really?
No, let's not get into this India-China comparison. We have to look at ourselves in the global context. And I must mention here that all departments and agencies of the government have worked together. The government has taken these huge initiatives at the call given at the highest level in the government. The Prime Minister has given a lot of emphasis to this, and we are working to improve our position as much as possible in the next year. Let's not get into comparisons.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow, and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.